Hi everybody, Nem here, and today I'd like to talk to you about a problem I found with the control panel that came with my Tevo Tarantula. I opened up the package and I'm not ready to build yet, but I wanted to make sure that the controller that came with was not DOA. So I hooked it up on the bench to make sure everything lit up and it responded normally. I noticed that while my display did seem to come up normally with all the usual information, the backlight was really, really dim. And even upon looking at the backlight directly, I could see that it was just barely glowing. So after tracing out the circuit, I found that these two pins here on the other side are labeled K and A for cathode and anode. And when you flip it over, the anode is conveniently connected to this ballast resistor labeled RLED. What I also noticed, however, is that this circuit, this LED, is fed by 5 volts off of this regulator. And I know from experience that typically when you're feeding an LED off of 5 volts, you need a ballast resistor in the neighborhood of 50 to 200 ohms, at the most 200, and that's to drive it at just a few milliamps, in order to make the light glow properly. This particular one has a resistor in there that was 1,000 ohms. Now, evidently, the person who assembled this or people who were putting this one together didn't know or care that the difference between 1001 is 1,000 ohms and 101, which I'm pretty sure is what's supposed to be in there, is 100 ohms. After doing some trial and error, I found that with the forward voltage of this particular LED, that 100 ohm resistor in there would give approximately 15 milliamp draw, which is pretty nominal, and that gives good brightness. I wanted to be able to see how much more I could get, so I tried a 68 and a 47, and I like the 47, which gives it about a 21 milliamp draw, which is a little bit on the hot side of 20 to 25 milliamps for an LED, but it's still okay. While I was at it, though, I decided to tinker around. And knowing that we had good dim brightness with a 1,000 ohm resistor in there, I decided to put this 470 ohm resistor right here and then wire it in series with this 500 ohm potentiometer over here. What that gives me is not only a nice, good full brightness to the screen, but also a way to vary it and make it variable. Now you can see it right here. Now this is what I was talking about. When I said it was dim, I wasn't kidding. I mean, it's just barely readable. However, turn this up a little. Ah, look at that. Yeah. Awesome. Turn it back down. Yeah. So there you have it. A 47 ohm ballast resistor will keep you from burning up the LED, and a nice little 500 ohm potentiometer here in series with it gives you a nice variable brightness, so that, you know, if you're one of those lucky people who has to set it up in their bedroom, you can turn the brightness down so at least the brightness isn't keeping you awake all night. I mean, yeah, you know as well as I do, you're probably going to have the machine printing all night, but hey, at least you don't have the light keeping you awake. Cheers, everybody. Nem out.